Brilliance Audio presents Seduced by Evil, the true story of a gorgeous stripper-turned-suburban-mom, her secret past, and a ruthless murder, by Michael Fleeman, performed by Malcolm Hilgartner. The body lay undisturbed, the ground only now starting to thaw in the morning sunshine. Temperatures had dipped below freezing overnight, and there were still patches of dirty snow in the shaded spots beneath the spruce and birch. The grizzlies and wolves had somehow not sniffed out the body. The bugs had not gotten to it yet. It was a perfectly preserved corpse, left literally on ice. A winding road brought Michael Gebhardt to the death scene. A foreman for the Chugach Electric Association, Gebhardt and his partner Morris Morgan began their day 40 miles away, at the substation in Cooper Landing, a small town at the confluence of the Russian and Kenai rivers. In the summer, the annual runs of sockeye and coho salmon bring hordes of weekend anglers, backing up traffic for miles. But on this Thursday morning in early May, Gebhardt had the highway to himself, mindful only of the black ice that could send his truck skidding. Gebhardt and Morgan drove northeast along the Sterling Highway, stopping periodically to read electric meters. They turned left at a spur road, crossed a bridge, and headed down a winding road that dead-ended at the settlement of Hope, Alaska, a former mining town that lays claim to 2 gold rushes, one before and another after the Klondike strike of the late 1890s. Hope spent the better part of the last century fading away into a dim memory. The only remnants of its boom years, a few weathered buildings, a collection of rusted mining equipment, and about 200 hardy souls, most of them retirees, some of them still prospecting. Although a place of history and wild beauty, located only 90 miles from Anchorage, on the sportsman's paradise that is the Kenai Peninsula, Hope gets little love from the guidebooks. It's at the end of a 16-mile spur road, observes Fodor's, so it's not on the way to anywhere. You really have to go there on purpose. It was routine electrical service work that took Gebhardt and Morgan to the Hope Spur Road, known to some as the Road to Nowhere. At least one other crew from the Chugach Electric Association had been here earlier to repair the lines damaged in the winter storms. With each turn the road descended, the men's truck passing the mile markers on the shoulder and the occasional cabin. By mile marker 10, the trees cleared and a turnout emerged, offering a spectacular view of the Turnagain Arm, the shallow expanse of water that churns and roars from some of the world's biggest tidal surges, or bores. At low tide, the Turnagain Arm is a plain of muddy silt, acres of deadly quicksand, before the tide rolls in with a vengeance, a 2 to 6 foot wall of water funneled between the high, rocky walls on either side. During new or full moons, when the bore tides are at their most powerful, the waves roar like locomotives. It was about this same time of year, in May of 1778, that British explorer Captain James Cook pushed his leaky vessels, the Resolution and Discovery, toward where Hope now is located in his quest for the elusive Northwest Passage, only to hit the channel's fierce winds and tides. 2 shore boats journeyed farther, but rather than finding a waterway to the Old World, the explorers encountered only the mouth of a river. They called the river Turnagain and went back again. From Hope, the city of Anchorage sits just 15 miles across the Turnagain Arm, but no ferry service exists, so Alaska's largest city is accessible only by a 90-minute drive all the way around the arm. Isolated, and part of a history marked by disappointment, the old mining town has a name that suggests irony, but is really a quirk. Founders called it Hope, not for joy and inspiration, but after the name of one of the early gold miners.